Good afternoon, everyone. Let me just take 1 second. Let me share my screen. Okay. Yeah. Can you guys see my screen? Can someone just confirm? Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Let me talk about this particular topic, which I was told on.
You can see your screen. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So let me start with thanking NASCOM. Thank you, CIO Club. Thanking my friend Umesh for inviting me for this particular talk. And I was talking to Mr. Jain as to what topic should I talk about. He said, let's look at very different topic and can you? Then I suggested to him, can I talk about selling to the CIOs? He liked the topic and I said, okay, let's do that. Before I start, let me wish each one of you the safety, health to you, to your family members, friends, and I just wish, hope, pray that everyone is safe and healthy. So coming to the topic, selling to CIO, I was told that in the audience, we have a lot of organizations who would be wanting to sell to CIOs. Some of you are already selling to CIOs. I wanted to share some secrets as to what CIOs really think about when any, I don't know whether we call it a vendor or a partner, depending on the organization, there are various, or a supplier, but I'll say a potential partner who comes and pitches us something. So these are some of our trade secrets, which I thought I'll just share with you as to what we think and how we really evaluate the partners. Let me start with the basics, selling to CIOs. So there are two basics in this. The first basic is when you approach a CIO, you're approaching the CIO as a salesperson. What exactly is the objective of a salesperson? A lot of us think that the objective of a salesperson, when a salesperson goes to a CIO, is to sell. Whether I have licenses, whether I have a hardware, whether I have a very nice product which my startup has come up with, or any organization, or I've tied up with some external organization and I'm selling on their behalf. So my objective is to sell. The reality is, the objective of a salesperson should not be to sell. Objective of a salesperson should not be to make sales, but to make customers. If I approach a sales in a way that I'm not approaching CIO that in this to sale karke karunga, I'll ensure that he gives me this order. My 31st December is coming. I have to do in this quarter. No. If I want to make customers, chances are that I'll get more orders. So that's the objective. And how do you make customers? So if I have to make CIO as a customer, how do you make customers? There are only two ways of making customers. So this is not an interactive session. Otherwise, I would have checked with you as to what those two ways are. So let me just share. First, you have to get a new customer any way you can. Anyone who is not using your product, try to get a new customer. Try to impress somebody as to how you can. The second is take good care of your present customers so that they don't become someone else's new customers. So while in the first one, I may be a competitor's customer, I may be not using the product, but in the second one, if I'm already your customer, if you take good care of your present customers, the cost of selling to a present customer is much less than soliciting a new customer. So you need to take good care of your present customers. And if you remember that, suddenly your entire focus on how you sell really changes. So the first is, what is your objective? Second is, who's your customer? You need to be very clear when you are selling, who's your customer. And in this case, we are very clear that a customer, and we are talking about CIO as the customer. Now, I know who's my customer. The customer is CIO, but still I'm not getting any sales. Usko bar phone karta hu, no one really answers. After sometimes he starts ignoring my calls, he starts ignoring my WhatsApp number, maybe in some cases even blocks my number. I don't even understand as to what is happening. Whereas I always thought that I pitched in so much, I gave him 67% discount, gave him the best cost. I told him as to why the competition product is so lousy. Still no sales. Why? Let's go to again basics, the second basics. Every sale has 5 obstacles. Remember, every sale has 5 obstacles. And you have to ensure that you cover each of those 5 obstacles. Only then you'll be able to really make that sale. First, I don't need that product. So you have been pitching me that please buy this. If I don't need, I will never buy. So you have to first ensure that you only go to those CIOs who need that product. In case they don't need it, you either create a need for them. There are a lot of times when people don't even know that they need it. So you have to either create a need, or if they don't have need, even if you do all the things over there in selling, no one is going to really buy. Second, okay, I have a need. I need this product. I don't have money. Corona times, my budgets are cut. So even if you call the CIO 400 times, he is not going to buy. I don't have money. I don't need it. You're still pushing. Okay, I need this product. I agree. I have the money also. But in no hurry. अगले साल कर लूँगा, 6 महीने बाद कर लूँगा. It is your quarter end. It's not my quarter end. So that's a third obstacle for any sales. Fourth, okay, I agree. I'm in a hurry. I have to ensure that this can be done in this quarter. You're giving a major discount. I really don't have any desire. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Who cares even if I don't get this discount? So these are the first 4 obstacles: need, money, hurry, desire. And then the 5th obstacle, even if I have a need, I have money, I have hurry, I have a desire to buy this product, even then I'm not buying. That is the biggest obstacle in all these 5. And that biggest obstacle is, I don't trust this partner. I don't trust you. I do not know whether if I put company's money in this company, will that product really succeed? Will I get good service? So what, if you really want to make a customer for life, if you want to really make a sale, you have to hit on that, on the trust piece, and ensure that you are a trusted partner for the CIO. So as they say, sales is not about selling anymore. It is about building trust and educating. So you need to build trust with the CIO, only then you'll be able to sell. So you need to focus on building trust. What I thought, I'll give you some mantras or inside story as to how you can build a trust in CIO. So there are a few, maybe 10, 11 odd mantras that I'll be sharing. First, let's start with the first one. Be thorough in your preparation. Failing to prepare is equal to prepare to fail. Lot of times, lot of vendors, lot of partners approach a CIO, and then you ask simple basic question, okay, have you done this thing? Yeah, I have done it in Mumbai. Okay, which company? Sir, I actually don't remember the name of the company. My counterpart in West India had, can I just come back to you by tomorrow? Okay, no issues. Do you know that in this product, can this be linked to this? And is there any company in automotive sector who would have even thought of this? Sir, I'll have to get back to you. Then I know that this guy is not thorough in preparation. The best is when a lot of people who come to me and say that after a few minutes, they'll say, okay, so how is auto industry doing? Are you going up? Are you going down? Yes. I tell them this is all there on Google. Just go. Before coming over, you could have just done a 5-minute search and you would have known everything about the company. But they fail to prepare. So then I know that these guys who are coming into a meeting and they are not prepared, when I give them order, they will ensure that this project will not succeed because they will never be prepared even for this project. And that's the first step. And I say that, okay, ठीक अच्छे आए चाय पिया, अब चले गए, आप भी खुश, मैं भी खुश. That's the end of the story as far as that particular vendor. So if you have to be a partner, a trusted partner, you have to prepare very well for the meeting. Not just because that someone has given you time or you have pestered someone for time or her PA for time. You got the time and then you reach over there and start asking basic questions over there. Second, keep your pitch very simple. Don't get into a complicated thing that this was done, then I did something on Java, then did this, then did this, then did this. CIOs don't understand a lot of stuff. What we want is you tell us in very simple things as to what your product can do, how can it help us, how can it provide more value to our business, how can it help me in my own IT journey. And I'm not really interested in too complicated stuff, which I don't understand, forget my users' understanding. So always, if you want to sell, keep your pitch very, very simple. Third, demonstrate commitment. Uncommon results require uncommon commitment. What is commitment? Okay, this guy tells me, sir, I'll be there at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, sure, please meet me at 10 a.m. or I'll be on a Zoom call these days or whatever, Google Meet call. And in the call, I'm told that, okay, you asked for this information, by 4 p.m., you'll have all this information. And then after 4 days, I asked that guy, sir, मैं भूल गया वो तो याद ही नहीं था. What happens? Oh, I'll just send. I had actually asked my boss. I had asked somebody in my team to send. That means you are not really committed. if you're not committed even at this stage, what confidence I have that when I award you project, you will be committed. So if you want to really sell to CIOs, you have to show that you are really committed. Fourth, humility. A lot of times I have seen, though they say that the sales people are generally humble, but I have seen some or many sales people even becoming arrogant. They think that they have the world's best product. They are God's gift to mankind. And you guys as CIOs or IT leaders should feel obliged that you are buying from them. That is not done. From arrogance, where you think that you don't listen, you interrupt, you want to say, I am the right person, you don't even know, no, sir, you don't understand this. If I don't understand, okay, forget it. Go and talk to somebody who understands this. I don't understand, I don't want to understand. And who shows frustration soon? Oh, aapko samajh hi nahi aa raha, pata nahi, I've told 4 times, I've told your team 6 times, you have made 4 presentations, but nobody. That shows me arrogance. Whereas humility is, please listen to understand. We are not as experts as you. Give us space. Have an open mind. There may be ideas that we could give. So allow our ideas to be taken and take ownership. That's what humility. And when I say that, when I'm talking to that partner or potential partner that, yes, this guy is coming from a platform of humility, I suddenly would say, yes, I want to really partner with this company. I don't want to go with a company which is arrogant. Be punctual. This is very often, at least when it used to be physical meetings, I've seen it so many times. Sir, 4 log to aa gaye hain, but abhi 2 log abhi tak pahunche nahi hain. So they are stuck in a jam. They are in that corner. They'll be reaching in 5 minutes. Even on Zoom calls, there are times when I've seen that no, there's some people who have come in, some are just waiting. They'll be there in few minutes. So punctuality is not about being on time. It is basically respecting your own commitments. So if you're told that you want to be punctual, please be in that meeting before that. Take ownership and be responsible. I would like to trust a partner, potential vendor, potential supplier, if he or she is willing to take ownership. Accept responsibility for actions. Be accountable for your results. And also take ownership in case there are mistakes. Mistakes happen. There's no issue on mistakes, but take ownership. Only then I'll say that, okay, this guy is really wanting to work with us in a very positive manner. This is very, very important. Be flexible. Now, what happens is when we are signing a contract or when we are discussing, we discuss a lot of stuff. But when actually rubber meets the road, there are so many changes. Practical life is very different from what we see on a PowerPoint slide. And that's where there are a lot of changes. Aisa nahi karna, aisa karna hai. Can we just change the scope like this? Can we do this? Then you can't be saying, no, your scope says this, but when we discuss in the contract, we discuss this, we can't do this. I'll have to raise a change request, which is even bigger than the basic size of the contract. So that's where I say that, okay, maybe this time I'll have to give because I'm stuck. Phas gaya hu, ab to koi option nahi mere paas. But next time, no one will talk to you. So you have to be flexible within a situation where it's a win-win for both. You can't be getting into a win-lose that I win every time, let the customer lose. That we need to. This is another very important thing that at least I have seen in my career. When a lot of companies, I'll not name the companies, when you get a call from that person, I start thinking, oh, is it a quarter end or year end jo iska phone aaya, kuch license to nahi khareedni, kuch hardware to nahi khareedni. So it's not your customer's job to remember. Can you also talk to them, be in touch when you are not really wanting to sell, when you are not really wanting to achieve your targets for that month or quarter or year? Once you are in regular touch and maintain that touch, chances are that when you come to your quarter ends and year ends, the customer would really help you because he or she knows that this is one partner who's over the years has worked with us as a partner and not as a transaction, because a lot of companies, a lot of people actually just work as transaction people. Now, this is again very, very important. Uniform or improving customer experience on project handling. You start with pre-sales. That's a time as an organization, you really don't have much relationship with the guy, with the company, with the provider. As you move on to pre-sales, the moment the sales happen, the implementation happens, the either way, whether it's services or hardware or any such thing. And then you get into post-sales, which could be as support and all that. What we expect is that as the relationship has grown, our experience has to improve. It has to increase because now you guys understand our business, we understand you, you understand us, and that's where relationship has to improve. But what generally happens is at the time of pre-sales, it's a fantastic thing. Experience, customer experience. There are a lot of times when you call, on the first call, somebody will really pick up your phone. By the time you reach after sales, नहीं सर अब तो 6 बज गए मैं तो था नहीं मेरे को कहीं शादी में जाना था I did that sorry I couldn't call you last week so after, even you don't even get a call back after 1 week. That is what actually happens. Whereas it should be that as your relationship matures, your customer experience has to enhance. And now when I know that for this particular partner, the customer experience is going down, that means that partner was just interested in getting the sales order. He or she was not really interested in working with me as a partner, not interested in my success, not interested in ensuring that the project which is there, that is successful for me. And that actually creates a dissonance for me. And I say that, okay, maybe this time, yes, but next time I'm not too sure whether I'll speak to that partner. And always under promise over. Don't promise over. Even I have such a fantastic product that in case you want in the morning, it will actually make breakfast for you also. Don't always under promise, over deliver, and not over promise and under deliver. Some big no-nos, something that you need to always ensure when you are coming to CIOs or any other meeting, some things that are big no-nos. First, arriving for meetings in large groups. A lot of times I've seen that as if the entire company, entire vendor partner has really, they have picked up everybody who was free on that day, chalo chalte hain wahan pe, milke aate hain usse CIO se. No, maybe why not just have meetings where only 1 or max 2 people are there? But most of the times there could be 4, 5, 6, 7 people and 5 of them would be either just on their mobile phone on WhatsApp or just smiling away or on their laptops or looking here and there and doing nothing. No. Only call those guys who are the right people, arrive for meetings only with a maximum 2, 3 people. I'll prefer 1, of course, but max 2 or 3 people. And you can't be making every call a sales call. Just to give an example, for example, a lot of vendors who come to me and ask me, okay, kya chal raha hai, kaisa chal raha hai, what are your new initiatives, what are you doing? So you say something. And before even you complete, they'll say, okay, I have a software in this, I have a product in this, can I do this? Can I also pitch in this particular software? Can you do a POC for me? Can you do a demo? Can I just send somebody who will do maybe a 1-day workshop? Then I think that why should I even tell everything to him? Because he's actually not interested in knowing as to what is going on over here and how the industry is working, but he's interested or she's interested in just picking some words out of you and making every discussion as a sales discussion as to how the person can really sell. That really, beyond a point, the CIOs don't like. Running down your competition. A lot of people actually come back and say that your competition, this product is bad, we are the best. And when you just scratch those people for a few minutes, they actually are coming from that organization only. And chances are after 1 year, 2 years stint, they could go back to same organization or a similar organization which they were running down. Why? Please compete on your own strengths of your product. Don't compete on the strengths of your competition or weaknesses of competition. Talk about your product, and then I'll say that, okay, I want to buy your product. I'm not interested in your competition. So that's what you need to do. A lot of time, only talking and not listening. You call them for 30 minutes, 29.5 minutes, the presentation goes, and then they say, okay, can we discuss? Can't discuss because it's only 29.5 minutes. We had a 30-minute slot. So you have to plan accordingly that you also give the chance to other person to speak. And as I spoke earlier, not following up on your commitment. Yes, sir, this will be done by this time. This will be done this will be done. By the time I reach, I'll send you minutes of this meeting. I'll ensure that somebody will call you or your team and fix up a meeting. After 5 days, no minutes of meeting, no discussion, no follow-up papers. So and a lot of times, which is people take non-urgent calls. Urgent calls, please take. If there's an emergency, please take all those calls. No one stops. A lot of times, people also take non-urgent calls in meetings, and then that is irritating. And finally, okay, one sure shot way to lose your customer. And that is, to me, the biggest thing, being unethical. A lot of times people do come back with some unethical ways and say that, can I be your customer? Sorry. That's a big way that from next time onward, you'll not even be allowed to enter the office. You'll not be even, your calls will not be taken. So please never be unethical. Honesty and integrity is paramount in each relationship. Okay, so one more secret. Let me just give one more secret since I'm giving you all those secrets today. This. So if I was physically present with all of you, I would have asked as to what these things are. छोटे बच्चों का कुछ मेरे को दिख रहा है, but I would have asked you as to what it means. Let me just answer that. Don't make false promises. Don't distort facts, or don't give goalies. Goalibazi nahi chalti. Don't think that people don't understand. At that time, we may just keep quiet, but we will realize very soon that whatever he's saying is actually just faking or making false promises or distorting facts. Don't do that. Put the facts on table, right, wrong, whatever they may be, just put it on table that way. So just to conclude, there's only one boss, remember, the customer, and he can fire everybody in the company simply by spending money somewhere else. Even if I'm buying from you and suddenly I decide that, okay, next time I'm not buying from you, what happens? Your regular revenue source goes away. Or if I just go to your competition, even then you don't get the new business. That becomes a problem. And you remember the spellings of the customer are customer. Just I'm putting it to remind everyone. Spellings of customer are customer, and they are not kastmar. So it is customer and not customer. Not jaake customer hogi, aapne mera product le liya, ab aap customer. You remember this entire thing always. And an unsolicited advice to help you succeed. One more advice. You are smart guys. Anyone who comes to sell are smart people. Absolute no issues about that. I know that. That's why you are in sales. Everyone is a smart person. So salespersons are the smartest persons in each organization. But you don't think that CIO is an idiot. He also understands a lot of stuff. He may not be saying all those things because he respects anyone and everyone who comes in. So don't take anything for granted. Thank you, everyone, and wishing each one of you all the best. I wish each one of you stays safe, stays healthy. Your family, friends, loved ones are always safe. And also wish or pray that wherever you go for sales, you really are able to make that sales in a big way and are able to sell. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sethi. Thanks for the Guru Mantra. I think it was amazing to hear from a customer how to sell. I mean, I've been a sales guy almost all my life, and you've been a customer. You've been a great client to all of us. And thank you for the fantastic address, sir. Thank you so much.
Maybe if you want to have a 1-minute question answer.
Yeah, let me check if there are any questions on the Q&A. Somebody's asking, can we have the presentation? So I don't think that's the right thing to say, but I think it was just very, very candid. And
I think in the presentation there's actually nothing. There's some one line in each. So even if I give you a presentation, it doesn't have anything.
Yeah, it's all about building trust. As you said, it is not selling anymore, because today the customer has already read 80% of what you want to sell. It's already in the internet. So it's a trust that buys and sell. And at the end of the day, it's people buy and people sell. So thank you so much for the fantastic.
A lot of times when people do come and want to sell, our teams know more about the product than the salesperson.
So one quick question, sir. This question, I think it's very important. When we were all young sales guys and we had the same question, how to make a cold call on a well-known CIO?
Why do you want to make a cold call? Don't make a cold call.
Exactly. In fact, this is a question, and I think it's a good if you could sort of address that. How to make it.
There are 2 or 3 things. One is there are a lot of emails that one gets these days. Hello, we spoke, we discussed, I'm sending the details. and one says that one has never even heard of your company's name. When did we speak? So that's one way of cold call. Or there are some people who will pester every minute, or maybe it's a bot-based thing where they will every few minutes send a mail. Can you really give us time? This doesn't work. So if you have to make a cold call, please send that. Okay, for example, I'll give you real life example today. So someone has sent me a message saying that, okay, we know what is happening in automotive industry. We know as to what is happening in an economy. So I have a product, or I have a service, or whatever it may be, which could help you even increase your inquiry rate, or increase your sales, or your customer service, or your production. And this is a brief synopsis of 4-5 lines. I read that and say, यार मतलब बात तो ढंगी कर रहा है ना, चलो इससे बात करता हूँ. If he writes no and writes a story which I don't understand, only button I understand is delete button.
Yeah, I think digital sales is all about how you pack information to be relevant.
Correct.
And how you make the first information
and concise.
Yeah. I think thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Sethi. Good to see you after so many years. Thank you for coming over.
Thank you very much. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.